Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Pain in the Pews, Mental Health and Ministry. I am your host, Chelselia Cookie Payne, founder of Pain and Glory Incorporated and the administrator of this particular segment and this particular initiative, Pain in the Pews, Mental Health and Ministry. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope that you enjoyed the holiday weekend with family and friends and loved ones, or even if you just spent a quiet time at home. I hope that you enjoyed just that. I hope that you did just that, enjoy some quiet time, some me time alone. Listen, I am excited to be with you all tonight because this whole month of November has been dedicated towards doing something, saying something, imparting something that will give you hope, to shine some light on some positivity, which is what we always venture to do. But we changed it up a little bit the month of November, even to the point we changed our setting, right? So the last couple of weeks, I've not even had the video on. You may have noticed that I had other things up on the screen for you, just trying to change some things up for you and provide you with great content. And today is no different. Today, we're going to be talking about something that sometimes is uncomfortable, and we're going to be taking the discomfort out of asking for help. We're going to take the discomfort out of asking for help. A lot of times we have problems asking for help for many reasons, whether we feel like it'll make us seem weak, or it'll make us feel like it seems like we're a burden to someone, or we simply just don't even know how to ask for help. We know we need it. We know that there are times we're human, and no person is an island by themselves. And we're all at some point in time going to need help. And sometimes we're going to need that help more than one time. And it's not all about money. It literally quite often has nothing to do with money, the help that we need, right? So we're going to talk about how to take some of that angst and that discomfort out of asking for help. You know, we sometimes try to go it alone and try to do it all ourselves and try to make it happen by ourselves. And I got it. It'll be all right. I'll figure it out. Why? Why are we doing that to ourselves when there's definitely help for us available? There are people who are literally, God has already put on their heart to help someone. They just don't know it's you. So let's dive into what we're talking about tonight, and that is really taking the discomfort out of asking for help. We all need a little help from time to time, now and then. So why do you think it is? Why do you think that we struggle so much asking for it? Are we too stubborn? Are we too prideful? Are we afraid of being a burden, like I said a moment ago? Regardless of why, if you need help, asking for it is the most direct and the most reasonable way to get it. How else are people going to know? Whether you're overwhelmed at work, not feeling quite yourself, or trying to learn something new, asking for help could change your life. So if you're ready to get comfortable with asking for help, then I've got 9 tips and tools that I think and I hope will help you. So get ready. There are going to be 9 tips and tools that I'm going to share with you that's going to help you along this journey of taking the anxiety out of and the discomfort out of asking for help. So if you're ready, I'm ready. We're going to dive in. So number 1 is everybody. Everybody needs help every once in a while. So number 1, everyone needs help once in a while. Number 1, everyone needs help once in a while. There's literally nothing wrong with being self-reliant and standing on your own 2 feet. No one's taking away your independence, right? But the reality is we all need a little help from time to time. But once you recognize and accept that this is a fact, asking for help will be easier. Once you take off the Superman and the Superwoman cape and realize that everyone needs help every once in a while, that's the first step in going on this journey to taking the discomfort out of asking for help. Number 2, help others. Try being more helpful to another person in general. Now, I'm not meaning, being a doormat for people. I'm not meaning saying yes to every time someone asks you to do something. That is so not what I mean. But if it's on your heart to help someone, help them. This will help you realize that help isn't a burden. Helping others is rewarding and in its own right. And you'll get your own natural high that comes with it. You'll naturally feel more open to asking for help too, if you're willing to give it to someone else. If you're already open to helping someone when it's time for that to be reciprocated, it makes it a little step easier. So number 2 is help others. And again, I don't mean just being a yes person. When people ask you to do something, you always yes, yes, yes. That's burning yourself out. And then that becomes a burden. That's not what I mean. But when you genuinely want to help someone, you know when that happens. And you know the feeling and the exhilaration that comes from being able to be a blessing to someone else. So number 2, help others. Number 3, know exactly what you need. And here I'm going to give you a nice little caveat to that. Even if you don't know exactly what you need, know exactly what you need. Number 3, even if you don't know what you need. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I remember, I think it was last year. Well, it was last year, 2020. A Facebook friend lost a loved one. I want to say, I believe it was her mother. And her Facebook post said, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't have it in front of me to share with you, but I'm paraphrasing. But in essence, she said, you're saying to me, she was saying in general, you're saying to me, let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you need anything. She says, I've never lost a parent before. I don't know what I need. So whatever comes to your mind to do for me, to help me in this time, just do it. So in that moment, she didn't know specifically what she needed, but she knew what she needed. She needed support, but she didn't know what that looked like. So in an effort to make that clear, you're asking me, you keep asking me, and instead of her saying her response to people being thank you, or you know how it is, when you lose a loved one, you really need everything. You need everything, right? You need calls, texts, phone calls, food, support. You need someone to take you outside of your environment, take you on a ride, anything, right? And not just the loss of a loved one. If you've had any kind of setback in any kind of way, lost a job, you need people to do what you would want done for you, right? But in that moment, you don't know exactly what you need. So what this young lady did was she articulated, I don't know what I need, but I do need something. So if in your desire to help me, you think of something. If you think I need flowers, bring me flowers. If you think I need some food, bring me food, right? Because you'll find it significantly easier to ask for help when you know what you need, right? If you can't convey what you need, it's naturally harder to ask for help. So if in the example I gave, I told you, number 3 is know exactly what you need. And I gave the example with that little caveat, even if you don't know what you need. And I gave you the example of how she didn't know, she couldn't definitively say, I need X, Y, and Z, but I need you to know that I do need this. I need support. Think about if she'd said nothing and she's just kept accepting the the well wishes and the warm thoughts and if you need me, I'll, let me know what you need. And she just didn't have the words to articulate it, or she did not, or rather, if she had not articulated the words that she had shared. Imagine the added pain that she would have been sitting in had she not even just articulated that. So think about how much easier your ask will be when you ask for help. If you know that you need help, if you're trying something, if let's give it a work example. If you're given a task to do at work and you don't know exactly how to fulfill it, but you know your colleague has done this before, or you suspect maybe you've seen them do it before, maybe they have an idea, you know exactly what the project is. You know exactly the area that kind of confuses you a bit. You go to that colleague and you ask for help in that specific area, right? How much easier is it to ask to get the help that you need when you know what you're asking for? This will also help the other person figure out if they are up to your request, if they can even help you, right? So the third one is know exactly what you want, with that small caveat. Even if you don't know exactly what it is, be honest with yourself and others. I don't really know what I need right now, but I need help. Number 4. This is a good one. Think about this. This is a thinking one. How do your peers ask for help? How do other people ask you for help? Have you ever been asked for help and you were quick to respond to them? How did they ask you? Did you find yourself more willing to accept a certain approach? Reflecting on how people have successfully asked for help from you will make it easier for you to create your own approach. This confidence should allow you the ability to be more confident and have more comfort when you're asking for help. So think about it. When you have had people who have come to you and asked you for help, how did they do it that made you want to help them? Number 4 is, how do your peers ask you for help? Think about it. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. And I'm hoping you're jotting these down. You can type them in the chat so you can go back and see them. But number 5 is, don't project your feelings. I'll say it again. Don't project your feelings. When you assume someone doesn't want to help you, or that you are a burden on someone, or you're getting in their way, or when you're projecting your feelings, that hinders progress. Don't let your inner critic make you give up before you even ask for help. Woo! How many times have you done that? Have I done that? Have we done that? Allowed the inner critic in us to make us stop before we even start. You don't and you won't know how others will feel about helping you until you ask. I don't care if they said no to every other person in your circle. You didn't ask. I don't care if you've heard them say no to other people and you've heard their why behind why they said no. You didn't ask. Don't project your preconceived notions on someone else without giving them the benefit of being a blessing to you. Don't project your feelings. That's number 5. Number 6, recognize your weaknesses. Yeah, we have them. Guess what? We all have them. Deal with it and recognize it. It's okay. Like I said a moment ago, take off the Superman and Superwoman capes, or I guess I should say Superman and Wonder Woman cape. Recognize your weaknesses. When you recognize and accept your weaknesses, you'll find it easier to ask for help. Okay, I need help in this area. This is not my strong point. This is not my wheelhouse. I'm good over here, and I know I got this. And I can toot my own horn on this one, but this right here, I could use a little bit more. I could use some help with this one. I'm not as well versed in this. I'm not as educated on this. This is not, this is not where my strong suit is. You'll find it easier to ask for help when you recognize those weaknesses. And when you know you are especially weak in a certain area, it will feel natural to find someone strong in that area to help you. You'll be looking for someone. It's almost like a radar. You'll be trying to find someone who's strong in that area so that you can connect, and that person can then pull you up to and make your weakness a strength. Ding ding ding. That's number 6. Recognize your weaknesses. Number 7 is asking for help looks good. Did you know that? Some people are worried that if they ask for help, they might look weak. This isn't necessarily the case. Matter of fact, in some research, it has been shown that asking for help makes a good impression. It indicates that you're a team player who does things efficiently. Instead of wasting time trying to figure it out, trying to piece it together, trying to pull your hair out, no, I'm going to go and ask for help, and I'm going to get this done. I'm not going to waste time, because this is a time waster, me being over here stuck and trying to figure it out and piece it together, and I'm doing it wrong, and I have to start all over, and then I'm frustrated, and no, none of that. I'm going to go and ask for help, because I already know that I need help in this. And so it has a way of making you look even more efficient. And this is from studies shown. As a matter of fact, if you go to scientificamerican.com, you will actually find an article that speaks to that very thing. Number 8. This is one you have to give thought to as well. All of them you do, but this one, give thought to. How important is it? How important is the end result? How important is your end result? If you're struggling in some area of life, think about your ideal result. What are you trying to, what's the end result? What you're trying to get out of this? Think about it as in greater detail as possible. Like get down in there and find out what are the details? What's the end result? What am I looking to accomplish? And then hold that image of ultimate success in your mind. Whatever is completion of a project, whether it is whatever it is, whatever you're working on, whatever the task is. And then ask yourself, is this result worth the discomfort of asking for help? Most times it is. Because if it's got you in that position where I feel like, oh, I've got to get this done, or I need help with this, or this is something I really want to do, what's the end result? Once you get the help, what will have been accomplished, right? It's worth the discomfort. I bet it is. And then number 9, because remember I told you there were 9, right? Number 9 is you have to do it. You won't get comfortable asking for help unless you do it. You don't want to do it just to be doing it now. You don't want to just be asking. But try to make an effort to ask when genuinely needed. Now, don't be, an over asker, where you don't even need help, but you just, I'm gonna ask for help anyway. I don't even need help with this, but no, it's not what I mean. But when you genuinely need help and you're struggling, why are you struggling? There's help available to you. You'll find that the discomfort slips away the more often you ask. And what if you go through these 9 steps, or you make it through steps 1 and 2, or make it through step 1, or you get to 9, or however you want to, there's no order to them, and you get a no. Ooh, Does that mean that that person is the only person that can help you? No. That just means that that person wasn't the one that was equipped to help you with this particular instance. You ask someone else. If people stopped at the no, nothing would get done. Trust me, with the example I gave earlier when I said, how do your peers ask you for help? Do you think that they may not have gotten a no before they got to you? And that person said no, but this person can help me. I don't know why that person said no. Maybe that person said no because they really don't know how to help. Maybe that person said no because they have too much on their plate. Maybe that person said no because they simply said no. But what about the yes? Ta-da! When a no does not, it should not hinder you from moving forward. And again, the more you ask for help, come out of that discomfort of asking for help. Trust me, the discomfort begins to slip away. So now I've got 3 action items for you to do. Yep, got something for you to do. Now, yeah, I gave you 9 tips and tools, but now there's 3 action steps I need you to take. The first one is brainstorm your weaknesses. Take some time to reflect and list all your weaknesses. Now, this will help you feel more comfortable asking for help in these particular areas. What are the areas that, you know what, I could use some help with this? Maybe you're not the best writer. You have the thoughts in mind, but when it comes to writing it out, maybe it's not your strong suit. Maybe you could benefit from having someone to proofread your literature, whether it's an email or a document or whatever. Brainstorm your weaknesses. Second thing is, who can help you? Is there anyone in your life, in your circle, in your sphere of influence, on your job, whatever? Is there someone in your life who can help you address your weaknesses? Is there anything you want that an acquaintance can help provide? Make a list of these people. This person is good at this. This person is good at this. I can ask this person about this. This person knows this really well. It's almost like a resource list, your own personal resource list for things that you know that you commonly work on, that you commonly do, or you're going to be doing. Who can help you? And then the third thing, time to ask. You now have a list of weaknesses and a list of people that could help you. Now, go and find someone and ask someone for help. The more you do this, the easier it will be. The more you test the waters, the more you push yourself to get out of that feeling of, I can't do this. No, you need help. We need help. Listen, I know we're in the holiday season, and sometimes for some people, for many reasons or for whatever reason, it can be a challenge, right? It's okay to ask for help. And this help could be in the form of a therapist, a counselor, a coach. This help could be in the form of a prayer partner. This help can be in the form of a book club. Whatever help looks like to you, embrace it and don't be afraid to ask for it. You're worth it. You are worth it. You are worth it. Don't sit there and suffer in silence, bang your head against the wall, trying to accomplish something, trying to do something, trying to move forward, knowing you need help, and sitting there in pain, and sitting there wanting or needing, especially needing help. There's help available for you. As I said, whether that comes in the form of a therapist, a counselor, a coach, a minister, a teacher, a friend, a support group, whatever help looks like for you, ask for it. And maybe in your sphere of influence, in your circle, in your group of people, maybe the help you need is not within that your circle of people. It's okay. Because there's this thing that's really, popular that I hear about. It's called Google. Look up what you need. Find who you need. If you can't find, if within your circle of influence, within your peers, within your colleagues, your family, friends, loved ones, if the help that you need is not among those people, which it's okay if it isn't, right? Maybe what you need is outside of people that you know. Find who is. Find who's available to you who can help you. If it's a therapist, go to psychologytoday.com. If it is a prayer group, Facebook has so many groups. It's unbelievable. You can go on and find a group. Look for groups that your friends are already a part of, so that you don't get into something that you're uncomfortable with. If it's someone who can do something in your home that you just don't know how to do, go look for contractors. I'm saying the help that you need is available. All it takes is for you to do what? Ask. That's it. Ask. So listen, I hope that this helped you. I really do. I am excited to let you guys know that on December 18th, we will be holding our mental health first aid training. I'm super elated to be offering this because, listen, the last time we had it was at the top of 2020, and then everything shut down. So now here we are at the end of excuse me, at the end of 2021, and we're able to offer this training, and it will be led excuse me, it will be led by our certified instructor, Brian Keith Anderson. Y'all, this is going to be great. Registration is now open and available. I want you to get in there. And here's how much I want you to be in there. I am going to be giving away, let me put the link up here on the screen. I am going to be giving away registration. Registration is open and available, and I want to be a blessing to. Here we go. I want to be a blessing to those who want to be a part of the mental health first aid training. So I will be giving away two registrations. And the way that you can get these registrations is the first two people who inbox me, let me do it this way. The first two people to email me, not inbox, to email me with an interest in getting the free registration. The first two people, I'm only going to give away two. Well, I say that, we'll see. As you know, I may decide to give even more, but for right now, it's going to be two. So the first, let's see here. The first, let me give you, that is not the right email. Let me give you the email. The first two people to email me will be the recipients of the two free registrations. So I am going to put my email address on the screen. I thought I had it queued up, but I do not. So I'm going to the first two people to email us at info@painandglory.com. First two people. Now, of course, if you want to sponsor someone, you are more than welcome. I encourage you, especially if you are a ministry or a entrepreneur, if you have a business. Listen, you want to be a part of this, not just sponsor someone. You want to be in there. But I will be giving away two registrations personally to the first two people who email us at info@painandglory.com. And those who are interested in registering, I need you to go ahead and register pretty quickly, because what's going to happen is registration will close as soon as we are filled. And what I mean by filled is we're still abiding by COVID-19 regulations. And so we want to make sure everyone is safe and healthy and protected. And, we want to do this the right way. So go to MH First Aid 2021.eventbrite.com to register. And again, the first 2 people who email me at info@painandglory.com will receive 2 free registrations. Well, we'll receive a free registration, 2 people. So I look forward to that. Again, that's going to be December 18th. And it's going to be great. There will not be any on-site registration because we have to do the certification certificates in advance and have the materials in advance. So we want to make sure everybody has what they need in advance. And lunch will be provided, materials will be provided. And so we're looking forward to that. Listen, I am Chelselia Cookie Payne. I am the founder of Pain and Glory Incorporated and the administrator of this particular group, Pain in the Pews, Mental Health and Ministry. I look forward to seeing you guys on next week, where we'll have yet another topic and yet another great time together. Listen, don't forget, it's okay to ask for help. I want you to be comfortable asking for help. And I want you also to register Mental Health First Aid, December 18th. Go to mhfirstaid2021.eventbrite.com. Do it today. Don't miss out. I love you guys, and I will see you next week, next Monday night, same time, same place. Be blessed.